Hello and welcome to Arirang News. As you may have noticed, it's a big day here at Arirang with some major changes to our broadcast schedule. Starting today, we'll be bringing you live news updates every 2 hours on weekdays from 6 a.m. to midnight Korea time. So be sure to tune in for your daily dose of news from in and outside of Korea. We begin at the National Assembly. Day 2 of the parliamentary audit is in disarray as lawmakers from the ruling Saenuri Party continue to boycott most of the sessions. In addition, the Saenuri chief vowed to continue his hunger strike for a second day unless Assembly Speaker Chung Se-gyun resigns. The party has cast doubt on his neutrality after he made controversial remarks during last week's parliamentary session to sack the agriculture minister. In a leaked recording, Chung is heard suggesting the ruling party should offer a compromise on other hot-button bills in exchange for the withdrawal of the dismissal motion. The political tussle escalated after President Park Geun-hye vetoed an opposition-led motion to dismiss the agriculture minister. The United States has for the first time blacklisted and filed criminal charges against a Chinese firm for assisting North Korea with its nuclear and missile programs. Kwon So-ah brings us the latest.
The United States is getting tougher on North Korea's nuclear ambitions and those who support it. The U.S. Treasury Department has imposed sanctions directly on a Chinese entity, Dandong Hongxiang Industrial Development Company, and 4 of its officials, including the owner of the company, Ma Xiaohong. This following recent revelations that the firm exported materials that can help Pyongyang develop weapons of mass destruction, such as aluminium oxide, which is used in processing nuclear bomb fuel. Also, the Justice Department filed criminal charges against the firm for committing money laundering to evade U.S. economic sanctions. In an indictment released Monday, a civil forfeiture action has been filed for all the funds contained in 25 bank accounts belonging to the company. It alleges the firm conducted U.S. dollar transactions on behalf of North Korea's Korea Kwangson Banking Corporation. That bank has been under U.S. sanctions since 2009 for its financing of Pyongyang's weapons programs. South Korea's government has welcomed Washington's move. Seoul's foreign ministry says it highly evaluates the designation and will press third countries to thoroughly abide by international sanctions. Washington's latest measure has been supported by Beijing, which actively investigated the case. This comes in the wake of North Korea's 5th nuclear test earlier this month and could have an influence on sanctions under discussion at the UN Security Council, which has vowed to come up with stronger punitive measures on Pyongyang. Kwon So-ah, Arirang News.
It was a night full of political spectacle as Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump faced off in their first presidential debate. Our Hwang Ho-jun gives us the lowdown on who won and why.
Hillary Clinton prevailed, if the polls and the pundits are to be believed. After an intense 90-minute debate moderated by NBC anchor Lester Holt, a CNN ORC poll of people who watched the debate showed Clinton won the event 62 to 27%. Analysts generally gave Clinton points for maintaining her composure and defending herself against Trump's personal jabs, interruptions, and false statements. It was only minutes into the debate when the two started firing accusations at each other over economic policy. Trump accused Clinton of not taking any action to improve the economy during her political career. Clinton responded by saying Trump's policies lack concrete details and would only hurt the middle class. There were also some very heated moments on issues that have been contentious throughout the campaign. At one point, Clinton demanded that Trump release his tax returns, and he shot back by saying he would, as long as she releases her deleted emails, a jab at the recent email scandal that tainted Clinton's reputation. In a section on U.S. foreign policy, Trump continued to argue that America's allies, including South Korea, need to pay their fair share for defense. However, South Korea is already paying nearly $700 million for the U.S. troops' presence in the country. Clinton, on the other hand, stressed the importance of cooperation between the U.S. and its allies. The last question was about whether the candidates would accept the outcome of the election. Clinton said she will, but asked for voters' support, saying the election is about voters and their families and the kind of country and future you want. Trump's final answer? He wants to make America great again. But he did vow to support the outcome of the election no matter who wins. The second televised presidential debate is scheduled for October 9th. Hwang Ho-jun, Arirang News.
Another milestone for Arirang TV. We have begun broadcasting on local satellite networks in the UK for the very first time. Our Kwon Jang-ho is in London to witness Arirang's first airing on British soil.
Arirang TV is transmitted to over 100 countries around the world, but now it's taken a new step in the UK by being made available on Britain's local satellite networks. On September 26th, Arirang TV became available in UK households, including Emma Stock's home here in London. Emma, a fashion student, has been an avid fan of Korean culture for a number of years now. She had been watching Arirang online in the past, but now she's excited about the prospect of having it readily available in her living room in full HD.
I think it's really cool because I can see like favourite actors, singers. There's a variety of different shows to watch. And I can show my mum and my family what I'm up to and then why I like Korea so much, and then they can learn more as well.
Arirang is now on 2 TV service providers in the UK, Sky and Freesat. Together, they are beamed into more than 6 million households. The UK is the 4th largest English-speaking nation in the world and is therefore an especially important market for Arirang, whose English-language broadcasts look to share and better inform people about Korea's culture, history and current affairs.
I think the excitement's beginning to build. Now people are starting to hear about it, and I think it will be very, very popular on Freesat. We hope it will bring a new perspective on news and culture and more information and introduce UK viewers to Korea.
Anticipation is high among those who have already an interest in Korea. This is New Malden. Located in the suburbs of London, it's home to some 20,000 Koreans, the largest Korean community in Europe. It also attracts those who have an interest and a connection with Korea and its culture. Among the local Korean restaurants, shops and businesses, I found Sebastian, a linguist who worked as a translator in Seoul and used to watch Arirang TV before moving back to the UK.
I thought it was a really good way to get into Korean culture. Also, it was a lot easier because it was in English. I think it's really great that now I can just, it's coming out home, so now I can just go home, turn on the TV, and I can have Arirang right there, like that. And I think it's going to be really good to tell my other friends about it.
Sebastian's friend Chaeyoung is also keen to see what Arirang has to offer.
As a British-born Korean, I felt kind of a big distance away from everything that was happening in Korea. And when I did try to tune into the news, obviously the level of Korean being spoken on television is way too high standard for me to understand. So I think to have it accessible in English at home would be really convenient.
But as well as bridging the gap for those who already have connections with Korea, there are high hopes that through informative and entertaining content, Arirang TV will be able to reach a new British audience. Kwon Jang-ho, Arirang News, London.
Congratulations to Arirang TV on your entry into Britain's broadcasting market. I watch Arirang TV to catch up with the latest news every time I travel overseas, and my foreign friends also told me they learn a lot about Korea by watching Arirang. I hope your advancement into Britain will bring even better opportunities for Arirang TV. I also hope you continue efforts to help the international community understand the importance of unifying the two Koreas. Thank you.
Congratulations on the Arirang's launch in Britain. I have every confidence that Arirang will serve to promote Korea in the United Kingdom. The best of luck to you.
And that does it for now. I'll be back with more headlines at 4 p.m. Korea time. See you then.